competition, and it gives just the entrepreneurs yourself an opportunity to just showcase and put yourself, your business on a large pedestal. As you see, we are on broadcast mode. And so what that means for you as a participant is that although you are not able to see yourself, once you are able to pitch and once you start pitching, you will be one of the people that will be able to be shown on video, and your slides will be able to show. However, if you are on a phone or any other like cellular device, and I believe iPads as well, I'm not sure, but you may or may not be able to see your slides. However, if you're on a desktop or a laptop, then you'll be able to see those things. So I just appreciate you guys coming out and preparing, taking the time out the last 12 weeks to listen to myself, all the other facilitators. You have Miss Brooke, you have Arlene, you have Shamil, you have Chris Mathis as a coach, you have Ty and everyone else, Robert and Tia. And so we just appreciate everybody. And so I'm super excited to hear you guys. I'm not sure if this was somebody asking me what my name is, but my name is Jalen Couch. I facilitate the Monday night and the Tuesday afternoon classes. I took Spring GR back in 2018. So I was able to go through the grueling process of being a changed entrepreneur. What I mean by that is my eyes were open to so much more than what Google searches can provide. And since Spring GR, things have kind of taken off into a great direction, I'll say that way. And so I had the privilege of also pitching, and I was third in the pitch competition citywide. And so I was able to get a $1,000 investment into my business, all thanks to the preparation, resources, and materials for Spring GR. So you can see your slides even if you are on a phone. Okay, so I am corrected that you are able to see your slides if you are on a cellular device or iPad. So we shouldn't have any issues there. I will now turn it over to Mr. Chris Mathis, who will give everyone some direction from here on out.
Thank you, oh wise one. You know I got to return the favor. All right, so we're going to get started and get right into the pitches. Oh, Jalen, did you want to introduce?
Actually, can I?
Oh, go ahead, Tiara.
Sorry, can I chime in real quick? If you guys don't have your real name up, I don't know who you are. So it's going to be hard for me to move you to the space where you can pitch if I can't see your real name. So if you can either write me in the chat who you are or change your name to what either your business name is or your actual first and last name, that would be great. Thank you.
I would suggest that you put your name in there because you don't want the judges to be confused as to who you are. So put your name, your real name, as your screen name so that the judges can know exactly who you are, because you would hate for the judge to give your spot away.
Cool. Jalen, I was going to ask that you want to introduce the judges.
Yes, let me see.
Do that first, and then I'll cover how the pitch works, and then we can get going from there.
I want to make sure. So I see two so far, Miss Ariana and then Miss Isabel, correct?
There's another one in here. I have no idea who this is, though, because it's like initials. They haven't changed their name yet.
VJ.
Hi.
I'm sorry, VJ, like V as in Victor?
Yeah, VJ was as the final judge.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, but I don't see them on here yet.
Yeah.
I see a T. Willie.
Oh, that's my laptop. It's just giving the time for the pitches.
Got it. And then I got Ariana and then Isabel.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, hey.
Hi, everyone.
All right. Give me
one and only
second here.
Waller.
Don't start.
This is gonna be good. Okay. So far, this
Excited.
is Deborah Thompson. Okay, perfect. So I'll just go ahead and introduce the first two judges that I see so far. So first, this will be my first time actually introducing and meeting her via Zoom. So we have Miss Isabel Lopez. And correct me if I'm saying the last name correctly. Slattery?
Yes, no, that's correct.
There we go. Look at that on the first try. And then we also have Miss the Ariana Waller. No, I'm kidding. We have Ariana Waller. And I'm laughing because I actually took Spring GR with her. So this is great to see her as a judge now. So this is huge.
So good to see you, Jalen.
Absolutely. If the other judge comes in, Chris, during the time of the pitches, you
In the chat.
just go ahead and
They're
in the
listed in the chat right now. Yeah.
perfect. Okay. Sweet. Let me see here.
And Deborah Thompson and Kim Starks.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Then we also have Miss Deborah Thompson and Miss Kim Starks. So we have a power-packed panel of judges here. So I'm excited that you all are going to come with your best foot forward. So Chris, if you want to go ahead and give the structure for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah. So the plan, everyone, is you've got, obviously you already know, 3-minute pitch. I believe Tiara is going to be handling all of your slides. Kim is a presenter, not a judge.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry. Panelists, sorry. But anyways, 3-minute pitch. Tiara, I believe, is going to be handling your slides and the countdown. You're going to get a 5-second countdown, and then your pitch will start, and then you'll go for 3 minutes. And then the judges will come in and get 2 minutes, I believe it is, of Q&A, and then we'll move on to the next pitch from there. Once we get through all the pitches, the judges will go into a deliberation. We'll get about a 20-minute break or so, and then we'll come back and they will announce the winners who move on to pitch at the graduation next week. And then we go from there. So any questions outside of all that, shoot those in a chat or ask us at the end, and then we can go from there. And so let me get my list out. The first person to pitch today is going to be Cynthia Best.
And before we start, are we moving forward with only 2 judges at this time?
Yeah, I guess. That's what we got.
Oh, he is having trouble logging on. I just sent him a new link, so give him like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I was ready to go. Ready to get through these. We will give this judge a few more seconds to jump on, and then Cynthia Best can get ready to pitch. And I'm sorry, Cynthia, I don't know if we've met, but any of those that don't know me, I am also one of the Spring GR coaches. I've been with Spring GR a number of years. I would love to brag in this very moment and say I was the coach for Jalen and Ariana, who both walked away with money in different pitch competitions. Ariana won $20,000. Jalen won as well. So I take pride in working with some amazing people. And so, just something to pass the time while we wait on this judge to jump on.
Yes, you're a phenomenal coach. You are amazing. Still to this day, you're a good resource. So, yeah.
I appreciate that.
No complaints.
Working with y'all. I love it. Jalen and I still go. We were just on the phone, last night?
Yep.
So.
I love it. Yeah, I need to call you too, Chris, this week.
Just say when.
I will. I'm going to text you. Is Zena here too today?
Zena's not with us.
Okay.
No.
I had to get my papers together, so got it in order.
Cool.
Okay, so I clicked.
All right, here we go.
Cool.
Wow, it's crazy how it's 2 years. Wow, I was in this class. Amazing.
All right.
I know.
I understand the anxiety and the pressure. Like, yeah, I get it.
Same. Looks like our last judge is on, Chris. So we're good.
Perfect. Sounds good. And so we can get Cynthia. Let's see here. Cynthia, are you ready? Or Cindy, I should say. That's what I see here. Cindy, your mic is muted and camera's off. Just making sure you're ready to pitch.
All right, my camera. All right, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you just fine. So you should get a countdown from us, a 5-second countdown. Then you can start your pitch, and then just let us know when you want the slides to change, and then someone will change.
You got to start it over because you was talking while the countdown was going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let Tiara get that together, and then I will be quiet so you can watch the countdown now.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Have you ever noticed that you just keep accumulating stuff? Some of it you use. The rest is just there. In the home, in the back of the closet, taking up space. This is not by accident. Oh, no, no, no. Extra, excessive, and extreme are very intentional about their dwellings. According to Psychology Today, researchers have found that a cluttered home impedes your ability to focus. Mental faculties get worn down, frustration ensues, thus causing stress. You know, over the years, I've found that people really don't want to spend all day cleaning their house, especially their closets, because it's chaotic, it's complex, and time-consuming. Well, my name is Cynthia Best, and my business is Organize It Please. And I solve that by minimizing task time and simplifying the complex so the customer can feel better and live free. Listen, I like being organized. It causes me to thrive in every area of my life. And I want my customers to thrive as well. OIP shares a minimalistic view of less is more, a mentality akin to the famous organizer Marie Kondo. Most of the competition in Grand Rapids don't follow this pattern. I've joined dozens of organizing groups on social media. I started asking questions, doing surveys, and then I began following the competition on Facebook. And in my research, what I have found is that busy career moms with a dual income who are typically between the ages of 25, 35, and 50 want to know how to create this freedom. $95 per hour, a required minimum of 4, gets you a taste of clutter freedom. Yeah. We offer package deals ranging from small, medium, and large, helping the customer save money. We're also available for monthly maintenance, and we love referrals. A website and running ads will gain us the exposure we need to obtain more clients. Kathy and Kentwood said, in true professional form, Cynthia took a bedroom closet that was in total chaos and transformed it into something amazing. I was very pleased with her work. We have 4 clients right now. 6 more, we break even. Moving forward, there are some things I know OIP needs in order to make our marketing efforts good. If I win the pitch, I'm spending it on the business, purchasing supplies needed to service 10 clients, and hire a market advisor that can help set up and streamline our marketing program. Our plans for the future is to build a community of thrivers. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cynthia Best, and I am the organizer.
Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
And to the judges for their Q&A.
Cindy, a part of your presentation, you mentioned that your competitors don't follow a particular pattern. Could you go back to that slide and retouch on that? I missed that point.
Well, yeah, the part that I'm talking about as far as when I say most of the competition don't follow the pattern of the famous organizer, Marie Kondo. Marie Kondo shares a minimalistic less is more mentality when she's dealing with her clients and things to that nature. So the more that you have in your home is causing really the clutter and all that stuff. So that less is more mentality It's been 4 of them that I found here in the Grand Rapids area. They don't follow that pattern. And I particularly do. I believe in the less is more.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Have you, if no one else has a question, anyone else has a question, I don't want to.
I do, Cynthia. As you were mentioning in your pitch that you have right now 4 clients, and then your goal, one of your goals is to get new clients. So can you give me an idea of like when someone calls you to acquire your service, how like what do? Do you come into the home? Do you give them like ideas? You give them a quote? Like, can you guide me a little bit of what is your process?
Well, yeah, typically when I get a call or when someone's calling, we set up a initial consultation. It's a free consultation in order for me to get a clear understanding of what goals the customer or the client may have. And so sometimes we do in person. Well, right now with the pandemic, it's not so much in person, but normally it's in person, assessment in person, and we go from there.
Cool. Any other questions from the judges?
Mm-mm.
Good.
I do.
Go
Are
ahead.
we out of time? I think.
Go ahead, Ariana.
Go. Okay. What's your plan to scale? So if you get next week, you post on Facebook and everyone loves your stuff and you got 10 clients, what's your plan? How do you clean 10 houses?
We would have to do it by appointment. So appointments, it's a 4-hour. I require a 4-hour minimum in order to even book me. And so you have to book me for 4 hours.
Gotcha.
Period.
And you,
so
I'm sorry. I know we're going short time. Have you calculated costs for hiring help?
Yeah, I would be able to hire help at $25 an hour.
Okay.
Sounds good. Next up we have is Kendra Kaysen.
I do not have her on Zoom currently.
Oh. All right, we'll move on. Behind Kendra, Erica Curry Vanny.
Here we go. Sorry about that.
Good.
Can you all hear me?
Yep.
All right, wonderful.
You're gonna get that 5-second countdown and then you can start.
All right. Hello, judges. I'm Erica Vanny, founder of Beachwood Retreats, a new retreat center opening in fall 2021. We connect people with their purpose in an inclusive and accessible setting. First slide. Everyone needs a place to let go so they can restore and renew relationships with themselves and others. Beachwood Retreats was created for leaders, teams, and families seeking high-impact experiences amidst the natural beauty, breathtaking sunsets, and healing waters of Lake Michigan. Experience offerings will be based on learnings from more than 75 interviews that I conducted with local leaders between April and June of 2020. Experience design integrates research from brain and behavioral science on proven strategies that deepen capacity for self-awareness and self-care, 2 of the most important building blocks of emotional intelligence. The first 25 years of my career was spent designing, delivering, and evaluating leadership programs and curriculum for adults and youth. My husband and I are super hosts of an Airbnb with review ratings of 4.96 out of 5 stars over the past 6 years. No other entity in Muskegon, Michigan offers the combination of lodging and programming that we specialize in. The only market competition in the state is the Edward Lowe Foundation, located 2 hours south of Muskegon. Next slide. Revenue streams include rental income, retreat income, and product sales. You can see our projections for rental income here on this slide. Our rental data is based on 3 years of market research. Knowing we will reach our break-even point through rentals allows us the freedom to focus on our core mission, which is to provide restorative experiences for leaders and teams through retreats. I will use the winning funds to publish my forthcoming ebook based on the 75 leadership interviews completed this summer. Beachwood Retreats is a direct response to what our community leaders asked for, which is more intentionality in supporting self-care for themselves and those they lead. This product will further establish me as a thought leader in this space, offer advice, wisdom, and inspiration, and diversify our revenue streams. As our profits increase, so will our capacity to expand our outreach and impact. Next slide. Our marketing plan includes word-of-mouth promotion and an e-commerce website for online bookings and product sales. We will promote our brand promise, purpose, and programs on all of these social media outlets beginning in March. I invite you to follow our channels as we share our story of renovation and preparation to receive our first guests in fall 2021. Judges, please partner with me to bring Beachwood Retreats to the West Michigan community. This is an essential resource for individuals, teams, and families, and we need your financial support to bring it to fruition. What questions can I answer for you?
Judges, you got 2 minutes.
So could you explain more about the product / service that you're offering? I know you mentioned you've done Airbnb for 6 years, but what service, like what does Beachwood Retreat specifically do for new clients?
So we'll offer rentals for families and for individuals. We will also offer half-day, full-day, and overnight retreats. And this is in part in response to these leadership interviews that I conducted this last spring. This real awareness about we need to be listening more deeply and really attending to the mental health of the people that we lead and ourselves. And I think there's no other better place to do that than in an outdoors location that also gives you the opportunity to move indoors. So it leverages the natural beauty of this landscape to promote healing and wholeness and strategy, and an opportunity just to regroup, renew, and restore. We'll also have a book that will be an ebook launched next year, and that will be our first product sale. So products, services, and rentals.
Any other questions, judges?
Yes, thank you so much for your presentation, Erica. You share about your marketing, like your research, and how you don't have a lot of competition in Michigan, and you were providing some data about that. Can you tell me how do you come up with that data? How was your research? And also explain to me, once you find out that data and that there was not a lot of competition, how is that data gonna impact you in the next 2 years in your business?
That's a great question. So a couple things. One, the rental data is actually based on our own experience running an Airbnb, but this is a brand new location for us. So we've been tracking this location for the last 3 years. And so this is actually a lower estimate of what a weekly rental potentially could be. But I really want to emphasize that more important to us than having a rental property is really being able to offer this space for leaders and for individuals for these restorative retreat experiences. So that is a new area of data collection that I will be gathering. What I also did is I searched the internet and did a whole geographical scan to see who else is doing this. And I really couldn't find anybody else other than the Edward Lowe Foundation. So I think that, we've got this blend of 2 elements, both a rental space as well as a space that can create concierged experiences and facilitated learning for teams and for leaders. And that data will be collected and help inform our growth plan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Very good. So the next two, I'm going to get the next person up, and then the person behind them can start preparing to come up as well. So the next person that's going to be up is Kristen Deneur. And then next after Kristen completes is going to be AMINATA DUCLAY. So AMINATA, you can start getting ready so that we can jump you straight in so we can stay on track time-wise. Kristen, you should, oh, you're already ready. Let's go. There we go. Good. I'll shut up.
All right. So as an entrepreneur or nonprofit leader, you're full of great ideas. You're a visionary, you have high goals and aspirations for your organization and how it will impact your community. Your product is great or your service is needed. But when it comes to casting your vision in a way that makes people want to join you, whether that be buying your product, backing you financially, or simply understanding what you do, you get stuck. And maybe you can talk about it all day, but as soon as you have to write about it, all bets are off. I'm Kristen Denoyer, and I'm the owner of Olive and Root Communications. We exist to tell the earthy, authentic, and interconnected stories of nonprofits and small businesses through content creation, copywriting, and grant writing services. Our goal is to help brands move from a place of feeling stuck to a place of thriving engagement. The target audience of Olive and Root is small businesses and nonprofits with between 3 and 35 employees. Our approach is highly relational, and we value collaboration so that we can keep the voice and vision of the brand we're working with front and center. As the owner and primary writer, I bring a bachelor's degree in English and nonprofit communications with a thesis in narrative and storytelling, and 4 years of freelancing experience with clients ranging from a father-son tech startup to a global nonprofit with hubs in over 30 countries. In terms of revenue, we operate at an hourly rate of $65 with a minimum requirement of 2 hours per project. We had $1,050 in startup costs and monthly fixed costs totaling $5,745, breaking even at 88 hours per month. Our marketing is primarily through word of mouth and referrals, although we have Instagram and LinkedIn presence and a website coming soon. Our competition is mainly digital marketing firms, and our advantage is our specialized focus on copy and excellent written communication. Resources from this pitch would equip us to run a digital marketing campaign for our hard launch in February and hire an intern from a local college. Once again, Olive and Root exists to tell earthy, authentic, and interconnected stories, and our goal is to help brands move from a place of feeling stuck to a place of thriving engagement. You can follow us on Instagram at oliveandroot.co, and I look forward to writing your brand stories. Thank you.
Good. Judges, 2 minutes.
You said the website coming soon. Do you have a timeline or a more specific date for that?
Yeah, so I am hoping to have it finished and launched by the beginning of the year. So about a month.
Sorry, I moved and the lighting is, I'll fix that. What's your strategy to get new clients?
Yeah, so right now I actually have a pretty steady stream of word of mouth referrals and connections from previous clients to potential new clients. I also have a pretty active LinkedIn presence and connect with people fairly consistently there, as well as building my Instagram presence right now.
Kristen, you mentioned that how much you charge per hour, and then you said that you do a minimum of 2 hours.
Mhm.
So tell me, why did you came up with your target market to be a company that comes from 3 to 30 employees? What's the difference of a company that has 3 to 30 employers versus someone that would like to hire you individually during those 2 hours?
So I've found that with smaller organizations, they often more need help on the strategy front. And that's not what I do. So I need people I aim towards people who already have their strategy in place, know exactly what projects they need worked on, and I can help them do those projects excellently as opposed to helping them on the strategy front.
12 seconds. Time for like a quick comment or a question. All right, we're good. Thank you, Kristen. All right, Nada is up next, and behind Aminata, and I apologize if I mispronounced this, is it Janella Elder? Hoping I get that first name right. You'll come right behind Aminata, so she's gonna go, and then we'll slide you in next. Aminata, look for the time clock, and go ahead and start.
Aminata, you're able to start. You're muted.
Muted.
Hello?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay. Hi, I'm AMINATA DUCLAY. I am the owner of DUCLAY Delicacies. DUCLAY Delicacy is an African catering slash food packaging or lunch and delivery. We specialize in West African ingredients that are prepared daily, such as cassava leaves prepared with coconut oil, meat of choice, seasonings, onions, and it can be enjoyed with side of rice of your choice. Sweet potato leaves, which is packed with so many wonderful compounds, such, just to name a few: zinc, iron, vitamin B, calcium, anticoagulant, and many more. DUCLAY Delicacy has been in existence since 2017, but came into light 2019. At DUCLAY Delicacies, whatever our customers want, they get. If they want vegetarian, they got it. Our target customers are ages 30 to 45 years, both male and female of all ethnicities. These are individuals who are making 30 to 50,000 a year. They have families, working 9 to 5 jobs, and do not have time to prepare a healthy meal for their family gatherings, such as dinner, birthday parties, graduations. I am charging $14 a plate. In order to break even and to be able to pay myself, I will be selling about 300 plates a month. Our competitions are fast food, Cracker Barrel, TGI Friday, Subway, and many more. I have been marketing through word of mouth, Facebook, Instagram, and a couple apps such as Homies and Black Food Finders. So if I am chosen in this competition, I will gladly use the money to finish up my processing for my license that I have started. That's it.
Cool. On to the judges. Judges, you got 2 minutes.
Thank you for your presentation. You said that you are projected to sell 300 dinners a month, or meals. Where does that 300 come from?
Right now I am doing it at home, although recently I got in contact with a commercial kitchen that that are gonna work with me. So right now I'm just in the process of working on getting my license together so I can start working with them.
So that the license will open up doors for
for DUCLAY delicacies. Yes.
Thank you for your presentation. My question is, you share your competition, your competition, and you name, certain restaurants. But at the beginning of your pitch, you're telling me how, unique your food is. Can you tell me why do you think then they are your competition? Because it looks like you have two different products. So tell me, how do you came up that those restaurants are your competition for your business?
Okay. Well, I know nowadays, especially right now, we're in the pandemic, and we still, we are still working. And when you get off work, you are busy. You got kids at home, or like you have gathering like birthdays, and you want immediate family, and you don't have the time to prepare for that gathering. So like most people will order like maybe like from Subway, they'll put some subs together. With me, if you order with me, you tell me ahead, maybe a day, I'll prepare the food. By the time you're ready for your gathering, your food is ready. It will be delivered to you on time, and it's nice and hot. You don't have to do anything else, just gather together with your family and enjoy. And with the price I'm charging, I feel like it's a suitable price compared to, right now in the pandemic, you're ordering out, it's going to cost you a whole lot, because if they're going to deliver, they're going to charge you extra delivery fees and stuff like that.
Cool. Thank you, Aminata. Next is Janella Elder, and behind Janella is Greg Gehring. If I pronounced that correctly, Greg, you can start preparing to come on next. And looking for Janella first. Okay, Janella is on. We're good there. And Janella, you can start with the timer.
Where's the timer? I'm sorry. Hello?
Yep, you should see the screen there, the T Willie.
I don't. I just see you and my name.
I'll just tell you when it's right.
Okay. Oh, I see it now.
Okay.
Okay, so there's this thing that we're not supposed to talk about, but we're going to talk about it today. Are there any women in this group who have never had an orgasm or struggle with having one? Has anyone used an adult toy before to induce an orgasm? Okay, now how many of you felt awkward just now answering those questions, but you actually do wish that there was a comfortable way to discuss these issues? You're not alone. Through research and multiple discussions with hundreds of women over the past 10 years, I found that there are a large percentage of women who are not having orgasms through penetration or otherwise. And I also realized that there are not enough safe spaces for us to comfortably talk about it without being stigmatized or hypersexualized, especially as Black women. We deserve better. Now, talking to other women is what helped me, and it's inspired me to create a community for women, a safe space that will allow us to discuss topics like this with each other and with our partners. Creating a safe space is vital to our mental health and well-being, and I hope will also aid in the destigmatization of these conversations. In the future, I will offer additional resources and courses catered around sexual health, wellness, and pleasure. And I also created a device that I think will also help women fulfill their sexual desires and communicate what it takes to help them get their big O. My name is Janella Elder, and I am the creator of Scorpio, a clitoral stimulator. Now, I've tested a few toys on the market and from my competition, and they were okay, but I felt like something was missing, so I created my own. Unlike my competition, the Scorpio is a clitoral stimulator that combines vibration, suction, heat, and lubrication functions into an all-in-one device that feels so real. There's even a hands-free option. I know, it sounds amazing, right? The Scorpio is made with quality materials that are durable, detachable, and easy to clean. It's designed to alleviate any pressure and performance anxiety and allow the user to freely enjoy mastering their pleasure. So who are my customers? There are women between the ages of 25 and 45 interested in exploring their bodies, trying new things, spicing up their relationship with a partner, and taking ownership of their body and their pleasure. I plan to advertise to my customers through word of mouth, to friends and colleagues, and on social media using social media influencers. And in the future, I hope to license my product to other adult toy retailers like lovehoney.com. The introductory price for the first 1,000 units will be $125 per unit. My variable costs are projected to be $50, which will give me an initial profit of $75. To break even, I need to sell 65 units a month within the first 15 months, and my startup costs are $5,000. If I win, I will reinvest the funds to the business to cover manufacturing costs, build a website, and cover any additional costs associated with my product launch. I believe every woman deserves the best. You deserve fulfillment and to have your needs met and have a safe space to discuss your needs. Once again, I am Janella Elder, and I believe every woman deserves a Scorpio. Thank you.
Cool. On to the judges.
Great presentation, Janella. You said that your startup, to break even, you need to sell 65 units at $125.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have the product to show?
It's currently, so that was part of my startup cost. So currently it's being produced, the prototype is being produced by my engineers right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So do you have a, what's your customer discovery strategy of like when you get the product, like how are you gonna test it in the market?
So I'm currently a part of a product. So I have a list, and I've been connecting a list of women who have signed up to be beta testers. I have over 30 women on that list. Two, I'm part of a program called Launch 1000, and that's the program that's going to help me launch my first 1,000 products to test it in the market initially.
So great presentation. My question is, you mentioned that, you focus on the mental health, which is the, the groups, and then you talk about the product. So tell me if, when you have a client, are you having your clients that participate in the groups also use the product? Or is it two different things? Are they all in one? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Okay, so the products are two different things. So my big goal is really to have these open discussions. And in part of the discussion, I'm offering a device that will help them if they already don't have one. I'm saying I created a device that I know, in my opinion, that I've used, something that helped me. So this is just me giving my opinion and my advice, and a product that I believe will also help them reach their satisfaction levels.
Okay. And have you conducted any of these groups already? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
I have. So it's like I said, I've been having conversations with women for the past 10 years, literally group discussions. And more than recently, I started having discussions on Clubhouse, tapping into different conversations, different people, different social media influencers. So I've already been having these conversations, and that's why I decided I actually want to make it a real thing.
How many people are in your group?
So actually, right now, so I'm still waiting for Clubhouse to approve my group. I don't have anyone in that group just yet. I have subgroups of people that I talk to. So I've probably spoken to over 50 women. Give it.
I'm sorry. I know we're out of town, but
we're out of time.
Oh, sorry.
We're out of time.
Hey, I got it.
Another question out there, Ariana. No, we literally ran out of time as Isabel was talking. So cool.
Sorry.
I hate to cut it, I really do, but we have to stay on track, or I'm going to hear from Tiara later.
I got time. Just let y'all know. Like I blocked off time for Spring GR, so I got time.
Right. So next is Greg, and behind Greg we've got Vanessa Harris. So Vanessa, you can start preparing to jump on with us. And Greg, we want to get you in here next. All right, Greg is with us.
Most people who run a business wholeheartedly believe that they bring value to the market but many struggle to reach the success they desire because they don't inspire their target audience to take action. Garing Media creates compelling videos to convey the value of what you offer so that customers won't forget you and can't wait to buy from you. My name is Greg Garing, and my business is Garing Media. I have more than 15 years of professional storytelling experience, giving me the expertise to help you plan, produce, and distribute your video with success. I started working in local newsrooms as a high schooler, spending time ever since in radio, TV, podcasting, and marketing. I started Garing Media because through all of that, I've nurtured my passion for telling your story through video. Video is a key marketing tool that gets you results. For instance, research from Opt-in Monster has found that video marketers get 66% more qualified leads per year. My clients are businesses and nonprofits that are people-focused, who know that their customers exist for more than just to give them revenue. Clients hear about my business through word of mouth, my personal outreach to them, my website, garingmedia.com, as well as social media. Here in West Michigan, the video production landscape is competitive, but it's a landscape where many competitors approach a project like it's their own artistic expression. My approach is to make it all about you. And so my clients usually tell me afterward that I've shown who they are so well that they feel like I must have been working with them for years. Next slide, please. Garing Media is in the startup stage. Last year, I generated about $1,400 in revenue, and this year I'm contracted for over $12,000. Garing Media has achieved this growth in addition to me working full-time at another employer, so I'm excited to see the trajectory when I'm able to transition entirely to Garing Media. Business costs for Garing Media include my initial self-funded investment in equipment. I have monthly costs for subscriptions for software, music licensing, and website hosting. And I have project-specific costs such as hourly labor and additional equipment rental. I'll use the prize money to advertise Garing Media on LinkedIn and Google, turning it into profit by reaching more potential new clients. I'll also set some of it toward a second camera to save on rental costs and add production value. I look forward to serving your business through Garing Media. You can get in touch with me at garingmedia.com and on social media at Garing Media. Thank you so much.
All right, judges.
You mentioned, are you doing this full time? I think you said that you're not right now.
No, I'm not. I work full-time for another employer. And so this has been a project that I've been growing alongside that work.
Awesome. And what decisions are you making or marketing moves or strategies are you using to be able to make that transition from full-time work to full-time your business?
Yeah, so the revenue that I described comes from 3 different clients, and 2 of them have essentially come about through word of mouth. So I'm relying quite a bit on word of mouth and seeing how much that has been very helpful. I've also been using social media to make more of my personal connections aware of my business. And have just started business pages for Garing Media as well in order to use those pages to connect more with other potential clients. So with outreach to new clients. So I mentioned 2 of those clients came from word of mouth, and then one of them came through outreach and direct sales to them. So as I continue to practice sales and outreach and word of mouth, I'm incorporating social media into that marketing as well.
Time for one more question.
Greg, you mentioned that, in the area, there's a lot of competition. Can you tell me, 1 or 2 marketing strategies that you're going to put in place in the next year or so for you to stand out as a business?
I plan to use testimonials from clients to really highlight the personal relationship that I have with them. Because I do find that the clients that I've worked with have said that they have really enjoyed the custom attention that they get when they do a project with me.
Cool. Thanks, Greg. All right. Next up is Vanessa Harris. And again, I apologize if I mispronounce this, but the person behind Vanessa is CHABRIA Howard. Hope I pronounced that correctly. All right, Vanessa, go ahead and see the clock and start when you're ready.
Okay. Wait, I don't see the clock. Many people have experienced the stress caused by acne, eczema, and hyperpigmentation. I too have experienced, am experiencing these skin barriers. Going into the store looking for skincare products just to find products with too many chemicals or products for just one skin type. Unfortunately, this is the reality for too many of us. And because of this, I have created a cosmetic line made with natural organic ingredients that cater to your specific skin type. Hello, everyone. I am Vanessa Harris, the creator of JoJo's House of Cosmetics. JoJo's House of Cosmetics advertises to women of color from ages 24 to 35. Their median income ranges from $30,000 to $55,000. They enjoy traveling, watching documentaries on Netflix, and online shopping. To promote to these ladies, I will use social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and of course, word of mouth. I will start out selling face scrubs. To grow the business, new products will be introduced as a way to expand my customer sales. Currently, there are a few businesses that offer more than one face scrub or face scrub specified to your skin type. Compared to leading skincare brands, my customers won't have to worry about getting burned by the chemicals put into the products, spending hundreds of dollars for a product just to end back at square one 6 months later, or even going into a store and not seeing any products with someone who looks like you on them. To start my business, it costs approximately $2,000. It takes $741 to run the business every month, and in order to break even, I would need to sell 30 units of 8-ounce face scrubs at the price of $25. If I was to win, I would use the money to cover my startup expenses, and with the remainder, I will invest it back into my business. Just like life, having healthy skin isn't a race, it's a journey I vow to walk with you because I know the effect of not having healthy skin. But I also know that with my products, getting and maintaining healthy skin is achievable. Please be on the lookout for JoJo's House of Cosmetics. We will officially launch in spring of 2021. Thank you.
Vanessa, great presentation. You're mentioning about your products, and can you tell me a little bit of how do you have certain scrubs already for a specific skin? Do you have right now one product for all? And I'm telling you because I'm one of those persons that are like very sensitive skin, and when I have tried products that are like almost even organic, they don't work. So tell me a little bit, like if I was your client, how is your intake as in your business, and what are your different options? Just walk me through that and different products that you have.
I will start out selling face scrubs, and however, the face scrubs that I make are catered to your specific skin type. So I have a face scrub that will be for someone who has oily skin, or someone who has dry skin, or someone who has combination skin. And then moving forward, after the face scrubs be successful, I would then move into another product, maybe like a serum, and then the same for that as well.
How many current customers do you have for your product? Or how many have you?
So I haven't officially sold any product. The only thing that I've done is tested them. So I haven't officially sold any product.
Okay. Do you plan to sell any product within the next 7 days?
No.
Okay. What's stopping you from selling product?
That's a great question. There's really no answer what's stopping me. It's really not, there's nothing stopping me. It's just certain things that I want in place before I do sell, just to make sure that my ends are covered on my behalf.
Vanessa,
did
you
you-
said that you have been testing them. So who are you testing them with right now if you're not selling the product, so you don't have clients right now?
Besides myself, family and friends.
Start selling to them.
Oh,
That's right.
All
Yep,
right.
never too early to make a dollar. So.
Thank you.
All right. Good job, Vanessa. Chabria Howard is up next. And behind Chabria, we have Alita Kelly getting ready.
Can you guys see me?
Yep.
Okay. Do you see I can't see what I'm looking at. I'm just trying to see if it's on my computer.
You should be able to share the screen, like.
No, she's not able to share the screen.
Oh.
Only the screen.
You should be able to see the clock there as well, so that you can see the countdown from 5 seconds, and then your 3 minutes will start.
Okay. Could you guys see the computer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Am I going now?
Yep.
Did it
Counting
start?
down now.
Welcome. Thank you for the opportunity of allowing me a few moments of your time to introduce myself as a business owner and inform you more about what my business has to offer and serve you. The issue we often face in clothing is not finding enough outfit selection in stores. Do you notice that every time you go shopping, there's always the same uninteresting clothing to choose from? We need more clothing that gives us the style we want without wasting our time and money on clothing that we are not completely comfortable and satisfied with. There are, in fact, a few clothing lines such as mine, but many are very limited in clothing, such as size, color, and design. Not enough menswear and very limited clothing in store and online. We all want clothing that will look, feel, and fit us perfectly, that will define and fulfill our expectations in clothing. Real Designer Vibes is a clothing line for both women and men. Our primary customers are young and older adults, ages 18 and up. Clothing can be worn after work to any special occasions, worn as lounge or athletic wear. Both tend to focus more on how their clothing feels, fits, looks, perceive others. Real Designer Vibes defines and assists to those wants, needs, and concerns in clothing. All this information comes from word of mouth and observation. Still in the idea phase, haven't found a manufacturer for my business just yet. Depending on the manufacturer, that will determine costs. Customers can contact me through email, text, or call. Main resources will be Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat for promoting. These social media accounts will be activated once business website is done. As of now, I can be reached through the email listed below, realdesignervibes@gmail.com. I am Chabria, business owner of Real Designer Vibes. I've always had an eye for fashion. My family and friends would always compliment my style. The way I dress matched my personality. They would ask me for my help because they recognize this passion and talent in me through experiencing me shop for myself and others. Always had the potential, just needed something I could make my own. Real Designer Vibes gives individuals their own individual style, providing them with looks rather than just selling them clothes. Contributes to those issues as well as collaborating you with various outfit selections designed to perfection to serve you clothing that fits all, that's comfortable, fashionable, and affordable. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your presentation. So have you sold any product yet?
No, I have not found a manufacturer. So I'm still in the idea phase of everything right now. Still looking for a manufacturer to figure out how much everything will cost me. What I've heard is it's just all about what I want for them to be. Okay.
Did we lose her?
Can you guys still see me and hear me?
I think it cut off completely.
Oh, can you guys?
Uh-oh. I think
You've got 50 seconds left for Q&A.
I think she hung up. I think she lost her connection.
Yes, it looks like she lost her connection.
Okay. Cool. All right. Next up is Alita Kelly, I'm sorry. And behind Alita that can start getting ready is Gianna Mason. All right, Alita is in. So Alita, you can watch the clock and then get ready to go, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Alita Kelly, and I am the founder of Southeast Market, a grocery store and food hub that empowers people by increasing access to healthy food. Like many of my neighbors in 49507, I grew up without adequate access to healthy food with vitality. My poor diet almost cost me my life. On stroke and heart attack watch during childbirth at the tender age of 20 years old, I vowed to myself and God, if I survived, I would learn how to change my lifestyle so my daughter would have her mother and so I could live to tell my story. My story fuels the dream we have at Southeast Market, a dream we're learning many of our neighbors share as well. Neighbors that lack access to healthy food who also experience heart disease, diabetes, and COVID at disproportionate rates. The alarming and well-documented health disparities let us know that reactive support, like food pantries and food giveaways, are limited in their capacity to address these issues and lack the dignity of choice. Southeast Market addresses issues of access and food justice by providing a consistent and reliable means for healthy food, education, and community. Next slide. Our children's enrichment program, Freedom School, empowers young leaders, and our Pay It Forward fund lowers our markup to make high quality food more accessible. Southeast Market is run by myself and business partner Kara DeWitt, both neighbors who have healed ourselves by using food as medicine. We are committed to revitalizing our corner on earth and being led by our neighbors. Our customers are proximal to the store and or have an interest in eating fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy, and bread from local and diverse farms and businesses. Our delivery and curbside option increase our customer reach and allows us to serve our customers from the safety of their home. We invite our customers to be a part of solutions to food apartheid, climate change, and a lack of representation in the agriculture and business leadership by shopping with us. Next slide. In the last 2 months of our phase launch, we've served our initial cohort of 30 customers 1.5 days a week, generating $15,000 in revenue. We are completely community backed with a lot of our initial startup costs covered by our generous community who've expressed their demand for our service. There's still many things we need in order to open well for our grand opening this Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 18th, 2021. These dollars would be used to purchase inventory and support our Pay It Forward program and allow us to be a vessel to heal families one bite at a time. So mothers, grandfathers, and aunties can live to tell their stories and raise their babies like the healthy food afforded to me. I encourage you to dream with us and join our generous community through our Pay It Forward fund or our 1-for-1 program. Both support our neighbors by increasing access to high quality food. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. This is a for-profit business, correct? But you have two programs that are just like community type things, like giving back?
Definitely. We want to show that business can operate with a conscience without being a nonprofit.
Okay. And you said you had 30 customers and generated 15,000 in revenue from those 30 customers?
Correct. These are friends and family, community leaders that I invited in with us to shop before our grand opening in January.
Interesting. What type of products are you selling here?
Sure, these are fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy, and bread. We source first from Black, brown, and female-led farms and businesses.
Okay. I'm just looking at the numbers, your numbers from, because that's a big, right? To have 30 customers and then 15,000 in revenue, so.
Yep.
Great presentation. I mean, actually, my question is follows up. You know, Ariana's, you mentioned your revenue. Is that your revenue already with in total of your customers, and that you already took out, you know, like your expenses, or is that like the revenue that you're coming up without, you know, expenses? I just wanted to just clarify.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, that's total revenue from those 30 customers in the last 2 months. Our projected revenue for 2021 is $230,000.
Do you have a plan for, as COVID continues to happen, what's kind of your digital plan to market to be able to sell to customers differently if they don't want to come in the store, or if they don't want to do curbside pickup? What other options will you offer?
Sure. So during this first phased launch, we've actually moved all of our sales online. So all of our products are on our e-commerce site, and customers can pick out their products and either have them picked up curbside or have them delivered.
What are your challenges that you have found, you know, since you started this? I mean, you mentioned that, I mean, I don't know if in your presentation, I'm kind of looking if you have any, you know, competition, but if you don't, can you tell me some of your challenges and what are your strategies to overcome them?
Sure. So I think that our biggest challenge is operating in such a small space. Right now we're in 700 square feet, but it's written within our lease that before the end of next fall, we'll be moving into a larger space that's adjacent to the building that we're currently in.
Cool. And time is up. All righty. Good job, Alita.
Thanks.
Next up is Gianna, and make sure Gianna oh, she's already in. Cool. And then getting ready is Myra and Kendra.
What personal care company can you honestly trust with your life? Most say none. I mean, with all the toxins and carcinogens and chemist language they put on the back of the label, it makes it hard, and it will leave me skeptical as well. I'm owner of Culture, Jayana Mason. Culture is here to make it simple for you because that's the way it should be. We ensure a label you can understand, making it easy for you to know it's filled with the best quality for your everyday self-care products. What makes us different is being simple and trustworthy. We ensure transparency and communication to our customers to make it more than buying a product, but ensuring a great and safe experience with them as well. Our Culture Clay Mask is made with the best things that nature has to offer. Culture came about because of the need for a company that ensures true transparency and safety for your daughter, your mother, your sister, and all the women who bestow their trust into Culture. That we will give them exactly what our label says. People will hear about us through social media and small, medium retail stores. The target customer is anywhere from 25 to 35 with a yearly income of 45K to 50K. Their interests usually tend to be social injustices, makeup, herbalist lifestyle, vegan, or green beauty. Business will be marketed heavy on social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, also optimizing customer face-to-face transactions for the older millennials, and using reviews as a key factor to ensure customer trust. Also zoning in on common interests and passion between our customers and Culture's mission. My competition will be other companies such as Gillen, Lush, and companies who claim to have green beauty products. I will stand out from competitors by living out the timeless model that less is more. Because most of my competitors have products that claim to be a jack of all trades, usually isn't good at anything. Usually isn't good at anything. Culture is different. We believe in being simple and trustworthy, and that's the best way to see results from a product. With a startup cost of $2,500 breaking even in 3 months, cost per unit is $35, needing to sell 4 items for 30 days to break even. I will make money from pricing accordingly to the market, from my product quality, and fully understanding my customers' interests that ties into Culture's mission. Our plans for the future are to grow from heavily marketing to our customer and building a bigger social media presence. Winning would allow Culture to expand in marketing and ads, allowing our products to be at the forefront of our customers, and also upgrading supplies and product as well. Culture and what we stand for is not only the future of the personal care industry, but the world. Be a part of that future and ensure the lifestyle we all need.
Thank you for your presentation. You mentioned for your break even, you need to sell 120 products a month. Is that what you said? 30, you said 4 products per day for 30 days. Am I correct? Or?
Yes.
Okay. So how many products have you sold so far? And what are people
after coming to Spring GR and learning all the information that they have to offer, I've become to go with a new strategy as far as business and dial back. I used to have 5 items. Now I've gone to 1. This one new item has not been featured or sold yet. So we're still in the phase of perfecting that item.
How many customers do you had? You said you went from 5 products to 1, and you haven't launched it. But before, how many customers do you had with the products that you were using?
I would say it would be anywhere a range of 150 to 200. I've done about 3 or 4 pop-up shops in the local communities with other Black business owners and people of color business owners, pop-up shops, and sold items there.
What is your marketing strategy in the next year to launch that one product that you're working on right now?
So right now, the market strategy is to basically understand what it is that my customers use. So, and that would be social media platforms and some face-to-face transactions, but for the most part, social media, but not using it just how most people do, but actually making strategic posts to spark the interest between my customer and my product.
What's your biggest hurdle from selling that one product within the next 30 days?
Perfecting that one product.
Define perfection.
Perfection for me right now is making sure that the product is simple and gets done what I've marketed to get done.
Ariana always trying to slide one more in there. No, ain't got no time. This is good. We're good.
It's a life, man.
It's all good. Perfect. Thank you, Mrs. Mason. Next up is Myra and Kendra, and behind them is going to be Brian Polanese. So Brian, you can start getting ready to come in next.
Reviewing spring media options. Start video. Come on.
But we would see when this would start.
Yeah. Hey, Myra and Kendra, we're about to start the timer.
Okay, can you all hear us?
Yes, and we can see you.
Okay, great. Let's see. It's starting. Oh,
Hi, we're Myra and
Kendra,
with Pencils on Deck Youth Center.
how would you feel if we offered your sixth grader the opportunity to express themselves creatively through various writing activities while also learning to acquire the Spanish language and build confidence as they grow within their writing skills?
I have a bachelor's degree in Spanish secondary education with a minor in English. When I heard that my hermana was thinking to start an educational writing program, I wanted to be a part of this wonderful opportunity because I would not only continue using the Spanish language, but also would be able to go back to that wonderful feeling I felt back when I was in a creative writing environment. The birth of our program began back in 2018 when we started collaborating.
The idea of this program first rooted in my mind back in 2009 when I realized that there was no creative writing program that specialized in providing an outlet for students to express themselves artistically. I obtained a BA in English while I minored in Spanish. Now having a trusted partner and sister at Pencils on Deck Youth Center, LLC, who shares the same educational passion makes our duo a good fit for this program.
The problem we've been noticing in the school environment is the lack of confidence in writing, and it arose from a lack of reading and writing assessment tests being distributed regularly. Our customers are sixth graders with an interest in writing creatively and learning Spanish through interviewing activities. We would be the representatives because we have the background of working with the youth. This problem is very pressing because students aren't performing at their correct reading and writing levels. Currently, our customers have looked into tutoring programs to solve the problem. They have branched out to other competitors such as Common and Emergent School programs as their alternative solution. These solutions fall short because they don't fit all of the needs of the customer.
Now our solution would be to tailor lesson plans specifically to fit the needs of our customer. The benefit is that we not only require an affordable tuition, but that students will become prepared for the future grade levels. Our edge over the alternatives is implementing Spanish acquisition to encourage English grammatical improvements and offering various incentives such as premium packages that offer one-on-one tutoring sessions. A few ways how our customer will hear our message is via our website, pamphlets, word of mouth, YouTube ads, social media, and community outreach.
Our services will get to our customers virtually.
We will make money from our customers via schools by using multiple contracts on different days and time sessions, charging parents via PayPal or in person at an affordable price of $40. We predict our break-even point will be near the end of our 90 days.
Our fixed costs will be the license, insurance, legal and accounting, and internet. Our one-time needs will be the laptop, website, tax ID, and registration.
Our motivation to our future students is to encourage them to go on this journey of writing and learning a new language and culture while we tackle all of their struggles on deck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Trying to see. I don't see the
Just clarification, you said $40. Is that an hour, a session? How does that work?
Yes, we're still in the idea phase right now, so we're thinking that it would be based off of those 2 days that we would meet. We would do different sessions, maybe a group Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then maybe another one Monday and Wednesdays. And then we're trying to still work how we would factor in the $40.
You mentioned in your pitch, your target, but how are you marketing to the parents?
Yes, so we've been, I know we've been creating a website and also pamphlets where it mentions our program's background as well as our background and how it will benefit their child, their youth specifically in the long run.
Okay. And I mean, why do you decided to have your customers be the parents instead of maybe, actually bringing your business to the, educational organizations? Like, there's educational organizations in the Grand Rapids area that work with something like this. Why do you decided to do it as with, your parent to be a client versus an institution?
Well, because the parents, when they would, we just said that they would be the customers because they're the ones who's actually paying for it. But our target customers would be the sixth graders. And that's why we would think of trying to contract with schools later. So we could be in that environment, but the students, our future students would be our target customers, but the parents are the ones paying. Yeah, who will ultimately decide.
Cool. Time. All right. Good there. Up next is Brian Polanese, and behind Brian, begin prepping is Kim Starks. All right, I see you there, Brian. Cool.
Are you ready for me?
Yep.
Hi, my name.
Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Brian Polanese, owner of Good Life Vegan Boutique LLC, and I have a question for you. Where do you get your vegan food? As a vegan chef, I struggle finding good options myself in the city. I began my vegan journey 6 years ago in 2014, which led me to start looking for more healthy eating alternatives. I wanted to lose weight, and I seen it as an advantage to battle possible health risks, seeing how my dad passed away from diabetes. The easiest way I see to make a positive change is to be careful about what you put in your body. My only problem is, where is the good vegan food? Well, I have you covered with my food delivery, meal prep, and catering company. Although COVID has put a damper on events for caterers, the food delivery and meal prep continue to thrive. There's not enough, if any, full vegan options in the city, and I plan to bring that to a stop with my services by bringing dishes like oyster mushroom po' boys, Haitian gumbo with squash, zucchini, and okra, jackfruit noodle soup, and I even put a spin on vegan catfish where I fry banana blossoms. Growing up with a Haitian father, it inspired me to stick with Caribbean flavors. And I've been cooking at home, trying different recipes and experimenting with different foods since I began the plant-based lifestyle. I've also had experience as a line cook for 5 years. I worked at Sundance Bar and Grill, where I helped deployment of the vegan and vegetarian options with the hair chef. And I always dreamed of owning my own business, to have something to pass on to my kids, and also do my part to educate and provide a good service in my community. You know, people can hear about my business through Facebook and Instagram at Good Life Vegan Boutique LLC, where you can view menu, order, and connect with other health conscious moms, dads, college students, grandparents, looking for new and different vegan food options. There are places like Brick Road and Anna's House that have vegan options, but none of them offer the types of things I have on my menu. On my menu, you can choose from daily meals ranging from $15 to $30, which costs me about $2 to $8 to prepare and package. I also have a 3 meal prep for $70, a 5 meal prep for $100, a 7-day meal prep for $150, and that provides 2 meals a day, and a 14-day meal prep was $240, which also is 2 meals a day. My catering is $30 per person for food only, and to break even in profit, because I'll be using a commercial kitchen at $22 an hour to fill these orders as needed, I would need at least to sell 5 to 7 daily meals per week, and I need to have 1 to 3 meal prep customers per week, since this is a base of pre-orders. I recently done a few meal preps and got great reviews. And so, like all business, I want to grow into a food truck and eventually a retail store for more plant-based products. Thank you.
Are you doing all the meal prep and cooking yourself right now? Just you?
Yeah, just me.
What are you going to do if and when business takes off?
I plan to, hire more, hire employees. But, until then, I just have to play it close.
Ryan, great presentation. So you mentioned how much you charge, like, what is one meal, and then by weekly, and that was great information. So tell me, right now, your customers, whoever is ordering for you, do you have your options as like, did they pay when they order per meal? Do you have like a certain, like, if you get me for a month worth, it's a little bit cheaper? Like, how are you doing that? Like, can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, they will have a menu to pick from like daily meals, and those meals are also included into the meal prep. So they have, depending on what package they pick from, they can pick different meals within that meal prep. So
if I want to, let's say, if a customer just wants to try out, they can do one meal per week just to see how it goes, and then they go up to and say, okay, now I want to do 4 meals a week.
Right.
Okay.
We got time for one more question.
What's your cost for delivery?
Delivery costs, I really didn't come up with one, but I'll try to keep it, since it's I'm a local business, I'll try to keep it under $10, at least $5.
Cool. Perfect. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Yep. Next up is Kim Starks, and behind Kim getting ready is going to be Deborah Thompson. All right, Kim, you should be able to see the timer there. It's going to count down, and then you can start.
According to CNBC, financial intelligence is at an all-time low. 80% of American households admitted to living from paycheck to paycheck. At Financial Foundations, our target market is businesses, organizations, and individuals that want to see their teams as well as themselves have financial success, not just so they can pay their monthly bills, but so they can live healthy financial lives. We help our clients through our on-site and online financial IQ workshops, our 6-week Overcoming the Emotional Roadblocks to Building Wealth course, and our one-on-one financial coaching. With 15 years experience in the financial service industry, I understand individuals' challenges with building personal wealth, and I have a solution. The biggest problem with most financial advisors, financial institutions, and our local organizations is that they only deal with the numbers in a person's portfolio. They do not address their money mentality or help them build their financial IQ. What separates Financial Foundations is that we help our clients build wealth and understand their relationship with money and how they got it. And we do this from a culture conscious perspective. The 80% statistic confirms it doesn't matter if you make $25,000 a year or $250,000 a year. If your money mentality or your financial foundation is not solid, when a financial storm comes, your house will crumble. I am committed to this business because I understand firsthand how building a person's financial IQ can improve their quality of life forever. Our goal is to build financial legacies one family at a time. So far, we have sold 2 workshops and 1 online course. Our gross was $3,100, net profiting at 80%. If I win the $3,000 cash prize, it will help us to build our new website, launch our first marketing campaign, and start our pilot program with a local nonprofit whose mission is to cultivate solutions to poverty. And I'll leave you with this quote from Rockefeller. in 1934, and I quote, "We don't need Americans to think. We need Americans to work," end quote. I beg to differ. We do need Americans to think. And more importantly, we need Americans to know how to have their money work for them instead of them always working hard for their money. Kim Starks, Financial Education. Thank you.
Great presentation. I really love your energy. So you mentioned, so you said you sold 2 workshops.
Yes.
Okay. How many people did you have in your workshop, and what was your strategy to get them on?
Well, it was only 20 people because of COVID right now. And I used to do poverty education. So the chamber wanted me to come in and do a workshop for them. The second one is up to 50, but that one is going to be virtual. The first one has been, was in public. So, yeah.
So you'll make more money doing it online, I'm assuming.
Oh, absolutely. Especially now.
Kim, you mentioned your competition and what your other competition focus. Tell me, what do you think, when people come into your workshops, did they actually obtain that is different from other financial workshops that they have taken?
Well, I think it's 2 things, because a lot of people teach people the rules of money, how to grow it, how to preserve it, and how to protect it. But they don't teach where the mentality has to be. The level of mentality that you have to have is not really addressed. And so when they leave my workshop, we go back to how was that money mentality developed? What was your parents' relationship with money? What was your first experience with money? How do you feel about money? So those type of things.
Amazing. And how much time have you seen, like from the people that have taken your workshop, how much time have you seen for them to actually give you a difference of their lifestyle? Do you have any data, or do you have current customers right now that took your workshop and say, a year from now I was in here and then I see a difference now, I don't know, a year later?
Well, actually the business has not really launched yet. I just started this portion of it when I came to Spring GR, but I have family members and I have friends that I have just, had to really kind of have some in your face conversations about the mentality. And with that, they told me that that was the biggest help I could have gave them. And so that's why I want to launch this educational part versus just focusing on putting together financial portfolios.
Perfect. Well, there's still testimonials, so that's good, eh?
Yeah, oh yeah, I do have some, yes. I do have some testimonials that will go on the website.
Good job, Kim.
Good job.
We're going to move on to the next one. Next up is Deborah Thompson, and getting ready behind Deborah is going to be Monique Vance.
Have you ever had this experience before? When you were super excited about buying your new car or your first home, only to walk into the bank, apply for a loan, and get told your application was denied? Then the only reason you were given as to why was that your credit wasn't good enough? Or maybe you didn't even get a reason at all. Maybe you were just told that you'll receive a letter in the mail. And that's when all of your excitement went right out the window and the feeling of embarrassment started to creep in. Well, I'll be the first to say, I remember that all very well because I've been in that situation time and time again. I used to be that banker. I'm not completely proud of it because with being that banker, I had to tell good, hardworking people that their loan application was denied. I couldn't help but to feel like I was the one taking away their joy, which was hard for me because I'm the one to bring joy, not take it away. And what was even harder was not being able to help them afterwards, because I always go above and beyond to help others. That's just who I am. And that's what led me to start my business. My name is Deborah Thompson, and I'm the owner of Grand Rapids Christian Credit Services. We exist to spread more hope and joy to individuals and families throughout the community by helping them obtain the things they want and work hard for through credit counseling. What separates us from our competitors is that we walk hand in hand with our clients throughout their credit journey. Our clients typically are individuals or couples between the ages of 25 to 45 with poor credit but able to repair within a year or less. We reach our clients by using social media outlets, but we really love referrals. We get referrals from our clients, but also from other professionals. We take time to network and build good relationships with bankers, lenders, loan officers, and realtors. These relationships are important to help build the business, but it's also for our clients to benefit from too. Positivity, possibility, and prosperity is our 3 core values because that's exactly what we're all about. We meet our clients where they are, find out where they want to go, and help them get there. If it is a new car they want to buy or a house they want to purchase, whatever it is, we're here to help them make it possible. And we do that with our It's Possible packages. With our current pricing structure and our ability to keep our costs and overhead low, we'll meet our break-even point with 15 clients, which we currently have 5. And if I win, I will put all the funds back into my business, with our office space being top priority. Grand Rapids Christian Credit Services is here because I believe that all things are possible. That's why we work hard to ensure that our clients don't feel that type of embarrassment again. With our help, they're able to walk confidently into the bank, sit with a banker, apply for a loan, and get told you're approved. So if you need help or know anyone that needs help with their credit, feel free to email us at grccsllc@gmail.com. Again, that's grccsllc@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your time.
Deborah, can you give me a specific example of what you would do with somebody who has I have bad credit, I come to you. What's the first thing you do with me?
First thing I'll do is sit down with you with our free consultation, and then we'll go over the budget analysis. And so in that, I'll get to know a little bit more about you, see exactly what your income is, see if that's actually, if you're going to qualify to be one of my clients, because if your credit isn't going to be able to be repaired within at least a year, then, that wouldn't be want to qualify for one of my clients, because we definitely want to get that credit score increased as soon as possible. So we try right now my It's Possible program is 6 months or less, but we will continue on a month-to-month basis if needed. So we go over the budget analysis, we do the full credit review. And then from there, I want to see what's important to each one of my clients. And then that's when I'll go ahead and set some attainable goals. And then also our It's Possible action plan is an action plan that's created as personalized for each one of our clients and their needs, and to help get their score improved quickly.
You mentioned office space being a priority for winning the money.
Yes, because right now, right now I'm in the midst of doing everything, trying to get everything virtual. But right now, my clients I have met them in my home. So right now I'm just really trying to get office space.
And you said the majority of if you win the money, you would use that towards the cost of that. Is that what you?
Yeah. Some of that would be for my office space. That would be top priority, is getting the office space.
Getting office space. Can you save on profit margins and not have office space?
Yes, but like right now I have my home office, and it's just not working out. I really would like to be outside of my home and personal confidential office space.
Cool. Time is up. All right, let me check who's next. All right. So next is Monique Vance. And then behind Monique is Christina Vaughn. If I pronounced that correctly. So Christina, you can begin prepping, and Monique should be in just a second. Cool.
Hello. Hello, my name is Monique Vance, and I'm the founder of Meaningful Minds. Meaningful Minds is a tutoring company that identifies children's different learning styles by giving them knowledge based upon academics and the real world. I specialize in Spanish, reading, math, and more. As owner of a tutoring company, I have 2 target customers. One being the child ranging from the ages 3 to 8 years old. And 2, the other customers are single, strong, independent, and educated mothers who believe education sets the tone of their child's future and want to work as a team for the best outcome. My parents' ages range between 25 to 34 years old with an income of $50,000 to $70,000 a year. My parents love to enjoy family trips and have wine on the weekends to relax. While being a single mother and teaching preschool for 6 years, I learned that early childhood education sets the foundation for lifelong learning, behavior, and health. The experiences children have in early childhood shape the brain and the child's capacity to learn. Since tutoring, I've made such an impact on a single mother that she purchased $1,000 worth of learning materials and applied and received a grant for $1,800 towards my business. Statistics show that half of third grade students in Kent County are not performing well in school, with the pandemic worsening the learning skill. I will be solving the problem by offering different forms of tutoring based on the child's learning style, while also communicating with the child's teacher once a week to encourage the best learning results and even more of a team effort. Before our first session, I meet with the child and I perform an ASQ, which is like an assessment depending on the age group, and then a GRASP assessment that I do as well for the child and the parent to set goals for the child while encouraging even more parent involvement. After each session, parents receive an email recap to understand what we worked on and what they can do at home with the child until I return. Since August of 2020, I have tutored 8 children, charging $35 an hour, totaling up to $2,625. My startup costs were $300. That included tools to teach, traveling expenses, and miscellaneous items. My only fixed income right now is just gas to travel because I go to their homes. I advertise by connecting with families, principals, and teachers in my geographic area to increase educational value. Winning this money will help me create a website to reach more parents and mothers, technology to advance the children even more and get an LLC, and funding to help me develop my own curriculum to use to make sure these kiddos can get the education that they need. Again, my name is Monique Vance, or Mo, CEO of Meaningful Minds. You can reach me at mindsaremeaningful@gmail.com.
You mentioned your startup costs were $300, correct?
Yes.
What are your monthly costs? And your startup cost was $300, and then.
Oh, since I've got a donation from a parent, I really don't have to purchase anything besides gas because she supplied so many items for me to teach the kids. It's just really gas, and I literally just have to pay for gas for now. Just traveling because I go to the homes because I feel like kids get a lot of Zoom time with COVID, so I don't want to do any Zoom calls if I don't have to.
Okay. Are you turning away customers who may want you to do Zoom calls?
No, I haven't had any of those requests yet.
Nick, have you done any research of any other, like what are your competitions?
I did. It's one competition is Moasic Minds, Tutor Time, and Grand Rapids Tutor. But what I noticed is that those other tutor agencies, they don't really communicate with the child's teacher. They more so communicate with the child and the parent. So that's why I made it my duty to make sure that me and the teacher and the parent and the child were on the same page.
Okay. What are your plans as, let's say, you're getting more customers? Are you planning to have someone with you that will start, providing service and, move your business more as, to more than just yourself? Do you want to keep it to just you?
Well, for now, I wouldn't mind it just being me, but moving forward, I would say the next year or two, I would like to have a partner or so.
Cool. Stop there. All right. Good job, Monique.
Thanks.
Let me get the next person up. Okay. Next person up is Christina Vaughn. And I don't believe I saw Rondell on yet. And so if he is not, the next person to get ready is going to be Danielle Williams. And then the judges will deliberate and we will wrap up. You can start when you're ready, Christina. You're muted. We can't hear you. Yep, there
I'm
you
so
go.
sorry. I apologize.
No problem.
Hello, everyone. Did you know that clean homes and organized spaces are proven to reduce stress and improve happiness? And now in this new normal of 2020, Americans spend 93% of their life indoors, according to the EPA. Let Chris Cleans help you enjoy that time a little more. I'm Chris of Chris Cleans. For most, a clean space is important, but life gets busy and time is limited. Chris Cleans makes our space your priority. We provide residential and commercial cleaning services in the West Michigan area, giving your space the time and attention it deserves. My target customers are individuals or families earning approximately $80,000 per year with a disposable income. All of my clients have found me by word of mouth referral or social media recommendations. And because I'm allowed to be cocky in my business, I can confidently say that my clients love me. I have only 5-star rating reviews on my Facebook business page. You can check that out on Facebook at Chris Cleans LLC. And I know you're wondering, why me? Why Chris Cleans when there are several other alternatives to choose from? It's simple. I clean from the heart. I also have been told I do a very thorough job and pay close attention to detail. And when I hire my employees at Chris Cleans, I plan to only hire compassionate and caring individuals with that eye for detail. You can teach anyone to clean a home, but it's the character of an individual that I'm looking for. I started this business in January 2020 this year as a side job while working as a nurse aide trying to figure out my nursing school schedules. My one business that I cleaned turned into 15 homes within a couple months. I dropped my nursing classes, I applied to Spring GR, put all eggs in one basket, and here we are almost a year later. Year to date, I've done approximately 330 cleans, and that was all during a pandemic and stay home order. And that number will only increase in 2021 as I hire new employees. I currently have a growing wait list to show my need to add someone to the Chris Cleans team. According to my fixed and variable cost, I have broken even for the year. I have made enough money to pay my basic bills this year and was able to make it my full-time employment. Now I'd love to grow some wealth and invest back in my business. When I win Spring GR, yes, when I win, I plan on using $1,000 towards hiring and onboarding our first employee, $1,000 towards a professional organizational course, which will help me diversify my revenue streams, and lastly, $1,000 for marketing and branding. So I say all this to say to you, please move me to that next round so I'm able to accomplish these goals a little faster than planned. And last, not least, if anyone is interested in learning more about Chris Cleans or would love a free consultation, please reach out to Chris Cleans LLC on Facebook or send me an email at chriscleansgr@gmail.com. Thank you, guys.
What and how do you charge?
What was that?
What and how do you charge? By the hour, by square footage?
Yes, I do charge by the hour at the moment. I charge, the minimum is $39 per hour, and it can go up to $49 per hour depending on the type of clean that you're requesting.
What's your profit margins in percentage?
Percentage, I don't know the exact number, but I do know that my profit margin for each clean, it's about, supplies wise, I spend about $6.50. For approximately like a 3-hour clean is $117. So my profit is $110 per clean, per 3-hour clean.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
Any other questions, judges? Got about a minute left.
Yeah, I mean, I like your presentation. One thing, you mentioned the clients that you have right now, even with COVID. So, what is your thoughts that when like this epidemic ends, your business will grow? Like, what is the percentage that you think that's gonna happen?
I think that it will grow. Well, I know it will grow. I have a wait list that's growing at the moment. I have 4 families on the wait list and other people inquiring. I've turned down about 4 commercial jobs just in the past couple months. I plan on hiring somebody before the end of January. It's just kind of finding somebody and trusting somebody with my baby and teaching somebody to clean and give the love to the homes and the families like I'm doing.
Cool. All right. Good job.
Thank you.
I don't see Rondell on here. So last but not least is going to be Danielle Williams.
My name is Danielle Williams, and I'm the founder of My Mary Jane. When I entered my 30s, I started experiencing an increase in consistent joint and muscle pain. And while over-the-counter and prescription medications were effective, they made me extremely drowsy and weren't practical for my day-to-day life. A friend recommended I try CBD oil, and to my delight, it worked. This experience led me to the creation of My Mary Jane, a CBD balm designed to reduce the need for over-the-counter and prescription medication to treat everyday aches and pains. Our balm, made with coconut oil, beeswax, and essential oils, makes it a more natural alternative to over-the-counter and prescription medications. And because it's topical, it can be applied directly to your problem area. Our 2-ounce tins of 500 milligrams would sell for $40 a piece at retail cost. In my customer research, I found that women between 35 and 65, many of whom were on other medications for other ailments, were curious about CBD, but didn't feel knowledgeable enough to make confident purchasing decisions. What sets My Mary Jane apart from our competitors is our focus on building customer relationships with these new users by providing information and education that helps demystify and destigmatize CBD. We want to build trusting, brand loyal customers while this industry is still relatively new. The Brightfield Group projects the CBD market to reach $16.8 billion by 2025. And My Mary Jane is an option for customers looking to support Black and women-owned businesses in this growing industry. Since 2019, I've been able to create trial products to test ingredients, formulas, and product consistency and scents. All of these trials were without CBD. Now, with a business plan and financial analysis complete, My Mary Jane is ready for the next phase of product development. Winning Spring GR would give me the momentum to develop trial products with CBD, my most expensive ingredient, and run a pilot program to verify my product effectiveness, as well as confirm costs and price points. Additionally, winning Spring GR would cover other startup costs and would allow me to develop a proper logo, brand guide, and website, and purchase additional packaging supplies and continue building on the brand awareness by growing my social media following. My goal is to launch online and in small retailers by the end of 2021. Thank you. Oh, I can't. If somebody's talking, I can't hear you.
The presentation, I'm in the cannabis space, but more like cannabis, not CBD. So I understand. So what was the reasoning behind, like you made some products, but you didn't use CBD in them?
Yeah, so I did use some CBD, but it was like purchased at like a retailer. And so since the cost is so high, I wanted to make the best use of the other ingredients and the product I had already invested in. So really trying to get the consistencies and scents and things like that solidified before I made the investment in the CBD purchase.
You mentioned that if you win a Spring GR, you were gonna invest it for your website and your logo. Do you have currently something like on Facebook? How are you are actually promoting yourself right now?
Yeah. So currently I have just kind of developed a really basic brand of, on my own through the tools that I have at my disposal. And I've created an Instagram page where I've got a following there. And so that seems to be a really good space to sort of build an audience. From a sales perspective, I think eventually I'd like to be selling on a platform like Facebook. I think that's somewhere where my customers will most likely be. But these elements would allow me to kind of roll out in that space in a more polished way.
For the products that you have made before, like through testing, have you sold any of those to get feedback from people?
No, I haven't sold any, but I have given them as sort of gifts to potential customers, and to give them a chance to try and give me feedback. So now with a launch of product with CBD in it, I would go back to those customers with small trials for them to give me additional feedback. So that would be the pilot phase that this would allow me to get into.
All right, that is it. It is time for the judges to get out of here. Go and talk it out, figure it out. I believe you all have another link that you need to go to, so you're gonna need to log out of here and log in with the other link that you have. For everyone else that's still here, we're gonna just kind of hang out. You can shut your cameras off. Let's give them about 20 minutes or so. Let them deliberate, and then we'll all come back, and then they'll share from there. So we will see you all in about 20 minutes.
You guys actually stay on this Zoom call, and then the judges will be back.
Can you guys hear me? All right, how's everybody doing? All the nerves there and trying to figure out who made it. So thank you guys all for doing this. You know, this has been obviously a process, and I'm sure there's been a lot of nerves and everything, but you guys did an amazing job. The judges were fighting. Arlene and I had to hold them back because they were really having a hard time trying to decide who they were going to send through. But they made a decision. So they've got 2 people that they're going to be selecting. But before we get to that, I just want to give you guys some information just to kind of let you know what's coming up over this next week, I should say. So your graduation is December 10th. That's next week. Yay. You guys made it, you know, put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get here, but graduation is next week. It is going to be an hour long. A lot of it is going to be pre-recorded. So, you know, we'll get to that. There will be 2 finalists that will be selected here tonight. Those 2 finalists will go on the pitch for the graduation. Now, it's a little bit different this year, again, thanks to the pandemic. So you will not be actually pitching. If you win today, you will not be actually pitching next week, Thursday. You'll be pitching this Friday at sometime between 11 and 1. We'll send the exact time out here within probably by tomorrow morning. Send the exact time out to you. You will come and you will pitch during that time slot. The judges will be there to ask you your questions. And then we will actually be broadcasting your pitches, or at least snippets of your pitch on the graduation. And the reason for that is we want to make sure, that we use that time specifically just to celebrate you. So that's what's going to happen there. So you'll be pitching this Friday for an hour, or between 11 and 1, and then we'll select the 2 that will pitch at graduation. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I had. Make sure you RSVP. If you haven't already, we should have sent the link. All this information that I said, we will be sharing again via email, so look for it there. And then feel free to send it to friends and family so they can come check you out and celebrate you as well when you graduate. So that's that. Without further ado, I will pass it over to Isabel, and Isabel will give you the juicy details, or the 2 that will be moving on.
Thank you, Ata. Okay, well, before we announce, I just wanted to tell everyone that you guys did amazing, and each of us that were judged has been a participant of a Spring GR. And so we all know how it feels to, like, you know, start pitching, thinking, you know, about all the information you have to, you know, put in. And anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that even if you're not selected today, that, I mean, all of you guys have a potential to have, you know, an amazing business, you know, in not only in Grand Rapids area, but in Michigan. So always keep following your dreams no matter what. So, but yes, it was a very tough decision for us. And I think that it came down to who will be able to have the opportunity when they're pitching and during graduation, to either, if they win the money, to either apply right away so their business can go move on to the next step, and their uniqueness ideas. So our 2 top 2 are Scorpio and Chris Cleans. So congratulations to both of you. I think it was very tough for us to pick because each of you did an amazing job. We believe that these 2 businesses have, you know, something unique too that they will be able to bring to graduation. But like I said, each of you did an amazing job on your presentation, have unique ideas. So yeah, celebrate yourselves today because you guys did amazing, everyone.
Yes, you all did fantastic. It was great. We really, really enjoyed listening to all of you. I could tell, I can vouch for those judges. They had a hard time, okay? So great job, everyone. Make sure you're RSVPing for graduation. We are gonna show your picture so everybody will see you, you know, and get to celebrate you. There's also some other awards that you'll find out about, so you will not wanna miss it. But we look forward to seeing you all then. Is there anything else, Ata, that you wanted to add, or anyone else?
No, well done to everybody. Again, I know for some people it might feel a little bit disappointing to not be moving on to the final round, but we hope that disappointment doesn't last long, because we always want to remind people that is not what Spring GR is about. Spring GR is about the continued support that you'll be getting, and the support you will receive over the next 2 years will far outweigh any cash prize that will be taken away next week. It's just a fun way for us to celebrate you guys. So make sure you stay connected, stay tapped in. And I promise you, you will see some good things come through for your business.
Take care, everybody.
Good night, everybody.